Welcome back to Notepad. I'm your host Ibrahim Sani. We continue our conversation on the MCO and whether or not people are indeed supportive of the continued measures of the movement control order. There has been a recent study that was done by Ipsos that asks Malaysians whether or not they believe that the MCO is a good thing, whether or not extending the MCO is a good idea, and whether or not they believe that the government and also bodies like the WHO is doing a good job. The result is actually quite supportive because if I can just pull up this particular graphic, it shows that more than 95% of Malaysians are actually supportive of quarantine and self-isolation measures under the movement control order. And with this, a lot of people do believe that the government as well as the WHO is doing a good job. As this particular graphic will show you, that more than 90% of people are actually supportive of the government and saying that they are indeed doing a good job. And when it comes to expert bodies like the World Health Organization, more than 4 in 5 also agree that the WHO is indeed doing a good job. Businesses, however, can do better in terms of their support. So when we talk about how have things been in the past, let's think about the perception of what things will be in the future. This particular graphic, this particular slide will show you that there has been a strong optimism for people in Asia Pacific that they think that the return to normalcy will happen by around June. And more than 68% of Malaysians do expect things to return to normal by June. And majority of them are indeed from the lower income segment and the younger group. It doesn't talk a lot about whether or not the oldies and the okay boomer groups are going to believe that they are, think that it's going to be optimism. But for now, more than 2/3 or 68% of Malaysians do believe that things are going to be better by June this year. Let's take a look into the final graphic that I want to share with you, which is talking about the media coverage of the outbreak. Ipsos asked a very important question because the question of whether or not the media's coverage on the outbreak, has it been an exaggeration or not? Malaysians and most Malaysians do not think that the media's coverage on the outbreak is indeed an exaggeration. In fact, only 37% agree that it is an exaggeration. Most of them are under 35 years old. Most of them have lower income and lower education level. But moving along, let's talk into whether or not extending the MCO is indeed a good idea. Because when you talk about the extension of an MCO, the only reason for you to do it is because, and only if it's because the government of the day do not believe that the current MCO is going to break the chain of affairs in terms of infection rate amongst people. If you can check my Twitter feed, I consistently tweet about the rate of infection, and because of the fact that we are stubbornly at 3% or 4% or 5% over the past few weeks, and if you do a rolling average of this, either a 2-day rolling average, 5-day rolling average, or even 7-day rolling average, you're still going to get a persistently high number of day-to-day or day-on-day infection rate, and that is why we need to extend the MCO, at least in my opinion. Let me know what you think about this particular episode. Remember to catch this particular episode or episodes such as this on Notepad. Just search for astroawani.com. Look for Notepad over there. If you missed any part of this interview or any part of this particular show, just remember you can watch these kind of shows on your mobile devices. Just download the Astro app wherever you get the application. Until next time, thanks very much for watching and goodbye.